it's Sarah Sargent. I'm back today with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be diving into one of my favorite palettes. This is Melt's Impulsive palette. If you guys want to see how I put together this purple ethereal look, then just keep watching and I'll show you guys how to do it. Before we get started, I did want to mention that if you guys are totally freaking out about your roots like I was, kind of still am, I will pop the video link up here of me coloring my hair this like blue tone. So if you guys want to check out how I got this, then click on the video link above and it will explain everything. Today I thought I would feature Melt's Impulsive palette. This palette's actually on sale right now on Sephora. I got mine a while ago, pretty much right when it first came out, so I've been hanging on to this for a bit. I did take it on a couple of tours with me, so I have used it. This is definitely not a first impressions video. I love this palette. It's actually one of my favorite ones that I have, and I will show you guys why. I love this palette because it has like every color in here you could possibly need. It is so versatile. That's why I love traveling with this. I thought it'd be fun to swatch this for you guys first before I get started with an eye makeup look today, just so you guys can see how awesome this palette really is. So there are some warm and bright pops of color on this side. This side is a lot more like neutral and jewel toned. Also a lot of the shimmers are on this side and there's a lot of mattes on this side. First up we have the color 2012 and this is a really beautiful mustard yellow. Next we have the shade Rule Breaker. This is a rusty brown. Next we have Go Getter, which is a metallic red with some fuchsia tones in it. Next we have Dream Big, which is a reddish brown. Next we have CEO, which is a metallic glittery brown. Next we have Boss Lady, which is a deep plum maroon. Then we have Game Changer, which is a bright lime green. Next we have Profesh, which is an army olive green. And then the last color on the left side of the palette is Bold, which is a medium warm brown. There is the entire left side of the palette. Continuing on with the right side of the palette, first up we have Makeup Junkie, which is a metallic pinky mauve. Then we have Warehouse Party, which is a metallic taupey brown. Next up we have Popping Bottles, which is a color shifting shade with glitter in it. It changes from champagne to green. Next up we have Shots, which is a metallic lilac. Next we have Tipsy, which is a metallic cobalt with purple micro glitter. Next we have Crossfaded, which is a metallic purple blue. Next we have No Regrets, which is a metallic beige chrome. Next we have Morning After, which is a metallic wine. Lastly we have Drunk Text, which is a dark gray brown metallic. And this is the entire right side of the palette, and here is the entire palette swatched. I think I want to do a purple look today. I'm going to start out with this shade right here, Boss Lady, and I am going to sweep that in my inner and outer crease. The one thing that I will mention about this palette is there is no matte transition shade, so that does make it a little bit difficult to blend I don't typically blend with like metallic shades, but in this case I might have to today. Also, the other thing that I really love about this palette, you may have noticed when I swatched these, is these are incredibly pigmented eyeshadows. And the first time that I ever used this palette, I wasn't really anticipating that, and I went in really heavy-handed, and I ended up having to remove the entire look because I just had so much product down that I couldn't blend together. It was just kind of a mess. So I would recommend going in really light with this palette first and like slowly building up. Next, I'm going to lay down in shots all over my eyelid and just kind of bring it up into my crease. And because this is a metallic, I'm using my flat paddle brush to do this. And I just want this to kind of like start a base color. Next, I'm going to go in with this shade right here, Crossfaded, and I'm using a pretty stiff pointed fluffy brush, and I am just going to darken up my inner and outer crease with this. Because this is a glittery metallic color too, I am getting quite a lot of fallout, but I'll fix that in just a second. Okay, next I'm going to go back into that Boss Lady shade, and I'm just going to darken up my outer corners a little bit. Next, I want to line my lower lash line on the outer and inner corners using this pencil by Morphe in the color Faith. This is a metallic purple. And I'm going to use this Morning After shade right here just to lay down on top of the purple. Okay, next I'm going to pop on some Too Faced glitter glue on my lids, also in the middle of my lower lash line, because the next shade that I'm going to put down has some glitter in it and I just want to keep it put. Okay, and I'm going to be using this Popping Bottles shade right here, and I'm going to be placing that where I put down the glitter glue, just on my lids and below. I'm going to be taking this up kind of high. I want to bring it up pretty high today. Almost to like my brows. And then same thing down below. I want to actually take this down into my eye bag area. And I'm also going to go in with my finger and just kind of pat down over the top of that just to brighten it up even more. I hope you guys can see what a really amazing color that Poppin' Bottles color is. It really is a beautiful, like, color changing shade. Super unique, so when it hits the light it changes colors, and it also changes colors depending on what shades you layer it over. So now I'm going to be going in with some KVD lip liner in the shade Sinner. This is like a deep purple, and I'm going to be using this to line my upper lash line on the inner and outer corners. Okay, next up I'm going to be putting on some Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara. I'm going to be placing this on my top and bottom lashes, but just on the inner and outer sections. In the center of my lashes, I'm going to be using this Urban Decay mascara. It is called Special Effect Mascara, and I'm going to be using the shade Goldmine, which is metallic gold mascara. I'm going to be placing this in the center of my eyelashes. So I think that's good for the eyes. Next, for highlight, I am going to be using Melt's Stargazer. For lipstick today, I want to use a gloss, and I'm going to use NYX's Butter Gloss in the shade Raspberry Tart. And I'm also going to be going in with the shade Berry Strudel. This is also NYX Butter Gloss. That is going to do it for the look today. I really wanted to go for like a purple kind of ethereal look, so that's what this was inspired by. Again, this is the palette that we used today. I love this palette. I think there's so many looks that you could do with this. As always, if you guys have any questions about anything that I used today, or if you just want to say hi, please pop those down in the comments below, because I love chatting with you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. You can also follow me over on Instagram if you want. I'm at Sargent Pepper, and I hope that you guys all have a great day. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!